Hello everybody, this is Dusty Circuit here with another tutorial video. This time around, a tutorial on the basics of Worldedit and just essentially how to use it. And I'm currently on Autcraft Creative, and this tutorial mostly kind of applies to Autcraft Creative, but it also applies if you're on any other server with the Worldedit plugin installed, or if you're on a single player world with Worldedit as well. So, of course, the main selection tool, or wand as it is called, is the wooden axe. And in fact, if I do that command, it gives me a wooden axe. There is a way to change the tool, but requires you to access a config file, and I'm pretty sure that's disabled on Autcraft. So, and of course, all Worldedit commands are double slash, by the way. So let's just keep that in mind. So the first thing is, of course, making selections, which you do by left click to set the first corner, then right click to set the second. And then, of course, one thing you can do is set, which basically fills it with blocks. Basically what I did is I replaced all that grass with air blocks. And apparently I make that mistake. You have to do grass block, or else it does that. And in fact, I even did a quick Google, and I found this web page here, which has it's basically all the commands you need to know for Worldedit. Of course, most of these commands I don't even use, but basically most commands you need to know are all in here. So another thing is basically to learn in Worldedit is copying basically making a copy of something and then either cutting it or pasting it. You know, of course, the old cut and paste or copy and paste. So first you're going to want to do your selection, like so. First, typically what I do is put blocks for where each of the corners are, where I'm going to make my selection, so I know where each of the corners are. And then I can do copy, and then then I can paste whatever I copied. And of course, cut does what you'd expect. Basically the same as copy, only it removes what you're copying. And then I could just go over here and paste, and I could just paste this wherever I want to. But keep in mind, when you make the selection, or worse, when you do the copy, not only it saves it to your clipboard, but when it saves it, it takes the position of the player into account. So whenever you paste, it places it right where you stood when you did the copy. So it's just kind of something to keep in mind. And another very useful command to know is flip and rotate. And so basically what I did is I just flipped the selection, and if I do paste, you can see it's flipped around the other way. And if I do flip again and then I paste, as you can see it's back the other way. Now it's flipped around this way. Or if I didn't want to flip it, I could basically make another copy of this. And another thing is you can also specify where you want to, which direction you want to flip to. Well, of course, now in I believe it was in 1.14 or 1.13, this new command menu system was added. But of course, you can either use this or you could just specify W, say for west, if I want to flip west. And as you can see, it's been flipped. And another command to know is rotate. And of course I can rotate it, and then if I paste it, it's been rotated. And then it's also been rotated. So that's basically how to copy things and move things around in Worldedit. This is kind of getting into slightly more advanced like topics, but this is another command I use a lot, which is basically lets you make circles, or it can even make spheres. So basically /CYL, it makes a solid cylinder of any block you want. And based on of any radius or that you want. And as you can see, I just made a circle. Or if I do HCYL, I made a hollow circle. And I can even give it a height, like that. And the sphere command is similar. And as you can see, I just made a sphere out of glass. And I'd say that's pretty much most of what I would cover in this video. There's other topics I could go over, like brushes, but I don't believe I actually have the permission to use them, or I haven't purchased the pack or the permissions from the shop that give you that, or like I'm considering doing that because I have way more engine points than I know what to do with. So that was basically all the basics of Worldedit. And I hope you've all enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and remember to rate, comment, like, and subscribe. And this is Dusty Circuit signing off. Bye!